guys, I'm going to show you kind of a tutorial today about how to make the flour icing that I do on cupcakes. It's actually not really that hard, and I think a lot of people are intimidated about piping anything just because there are some really complex piping things, but I think if you're going to learn anything, learn a flour because you can use it on a lot of different things. They're really good for cupcakes and they're not too hard. So I think that's a good thing to learn. So I'm going to show you kind of the easy little tutorial to do it. I like to use just regular old quart-sized Ziploc bags, even though you can buy special piping bags like at Hobby Lobby and stuff, but I just don't think it's worth buying them because I think the quart-sized bags work just as well. And if you can see the pastry tip I'm using, it's called a flour tip, and it has a wider rounded part at the bottom, and then it just goes up to a little point here, and that point is what gives us the crisp edge of the petal. They also have a curved flour tip like this, and I actually don't prefer it, but it is an option. But I like the straight one, so that's what I'm going to use. And I picked this light blue icing because I think that's really pretty. So basically, you're going to use kind of a U-shaped motion. You're going to move your hand very little. It actually has more to do with like how hard you're squeezing, how much pressure you're applying. So you start with the larger rounded part of the pastry tip in the middle of the cupcake, and you're using kind of a 45-degree angle. You don't want to lay it down flat or you'll smash your other petals, and you don't want to be going straight down either. So just kind of keep it at a 45, which is hard to remember to do, but you'll get used to it. It'll start to feel more natural as you go. But anyway, you'll start in the middle, and as you're pushing the first part of the cupcake petal out, you just give a lot of pressure, barely move it, but you are rotating it, and then pull back. And as you pull back, release pressure, let go of squeezing the icing. And then you'll just move right over to the second place, squeeze, apply a lot of pressure, and then pull back. Then again, and just kind of be rotating and turning your cupcake and your wrist as you go, creating just these pretty little petals. I think 5 is kind of the ideal number. 6 starts to look kind of funny. It really doesn't matter either if you have a hole in the middle, because we're going to try and cover it up with sprinkles later. So just focus on the outsides of your petals. Those are the things that show. So we'll do another one. Just apply a good pressure and then pull back gently, letting go of the icing. Apply good pressure and then pull back gently. And just keep going around. And the more you rotate, the bigger your petal is going to be. I don't know if you can see that. But you kind of have all the control about that. So here we go. I'll do one more. Again, remember you're keeping your bag about at a 45-degree angle away from the cupcake. Just give it a good squeeze. Pull back. And it gives it just a real pretty curled kind of edge to the petals. It's just really impressive, and I think it looks really good for baby shower cupcakes, or you can do it on top of a cake. And then what I like to do in the middle is these little chocolate sprinkles that kind of hide any areas that you messed up on, which is nice. And they also kind of look like little stamens, I guess. And then I also think it's pretty sometimes to add just a little sugar sprinkles. So there it is. You can just see it looks really nice. And I kind of like it too because it's not too much icing. Some cupcakes have like a huge dollop. This is kind of more modest. And you can put, you can put white icing underneath, just smooth, and then a flour on top if you want to. That's a good option. So that's how you do it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks.